Simple justice. Simple justice has never come easy to doctors of chiropractic. Like it or not, we've been the abused stepchild of the healthcare professions, a century-long victim of the allopathic political machine. My father and his father before him knew the fear that a knock at the door might bring threat of arrest for practicing medicine without a license.
Please, open up.
And in my lifetime, I've known the sting of the label quack and the humiliation of strangers and uninformed friends, those who believe the machine's propaganda. Quacks, that's what they called us. No, simple justice has never come easy. And while our professional forefathers campaigned for health freedom and the right of the sick to get well by the doctor of their choice, political medicine branded us as rabid dogs and spent millions of dollars in publicity campaigns to convince the public that chiropractors were a menace to public health. In my lifetime, chiropractors in many states, including New York, Massachusetts, Louisiana, were subjected to sweeping arrests organized by state medical boards. Couples, husband and wife teams, were placed behind bars while their frightened children could only wonder what would become of them. Once upon a time in Ohio, Dr. Herb Reaver was arrested 13 times and on 4 occasions served time in county jail for practicing without a license. In Texas, Charles Lemley was arrested 66 times. And Dr. Jim Drain was arrested for being about to practice medicine without a license. In the first 30 years of chiropractic, the pioneers of our profession were arrested 15,000 times, even though there were no more than 12,000 chiropractors practicing in that era. Thousands were placed behind bars. And in Louisiana, the last state to license chiropractors, Doctors Mooring and Nasser went to jail even after the chiropractic law passed in 1974. Like generations of DCs before them, they stood up in moral defiance and in indignation, returned to their clinics, continued to serve their patients despite the threat of incarceration. The sacrifices and tears of our pioneers kept chiropractic alive. They tried to shut our clinics down. They tried to confiscate our x-ray equipment. They tried to intimidate us. They tried to stop us from helping patients in desperate need of our services. They showed no mercy on us and no compassion for our patients. They tried to run us out of the little towns, the big cities, where chiropractors were becoming valued members to their community. And when they couldn't stop us from obtaining licensure, political medicine did its best to deny us the rights and privileges that they enjoy, privileges paid for out of the public's pocket. They tried to keep us out of Medicare. They tried to keep us out of the Veterans Administration. They tried to keep us out of the military. They tried to keep us out of the National Health Services Corps. They tried to deny us federal guaranteed student loans. They blocked our efforts to secure government grants for chiropractic research and prevented our researchers from publishing their findings in scholarly journals, while at the same time criticizing us for not conducting research. They tried to prevent our colleges from obtaining deserved accreditation through the federal education system. They tried to block our colleges from receiving public funds for research and education. Simple justice? For more than a century, political medicine has tried to contain and eliminate chiropractic. We will never know just how many patients lingered in pain and who suffered because political medicine had frightened them away from seeing a doctor of chiropractic. And were it not for the assistance of dedicated people like Attorney George McAndrews and his extended family of chiropractors, political medicine might have defeated us in the Wilt case. With his help, we endured a 17-year struggle in the federal courts, which in 1987 found the AMA and 1,900 county and state medical societies guilty of an illegal boycott against chiropractic. The federal judge who ruled in this case called this boycott long-term, systematic, illegal, and which damaged reputations and has had lingering effects on this society. Ladies and gentlemen, doctors of chiropractic, you know and I know that chiropractic has survived all of this abuse for all of these years for one primary reason: because the sick need our help, and because we offer patients something they can get nowhere else. The public we serve recognizes that when they need a doctor of chiropractic, seeing a doctor of medicine simply will not do. Now, I wish I could tell you that this is all merely a lecture in chiro history. I wish we could all look back and reminisce about once upon a time long ago when doctors of chiropractic had to struggle for simple justice. But the truth of the matter, the reality we face in chiropractic today, is an ongoing battle for the rights and privileges that others take for granted. Unfortunately, we do not have the luxury of equal pay for equivalent or superior service. Our patients continue to be denied access to the help that only we can offer them. The battlefield has changed, but the struggle continues. Today, the scene of action is a federal lawsuit where we're challenging the medical monopoly's attempt to substitute medical services for those of doctors of chiropractic in the Medicare system. If not reversed, other providers will continue to be reimbursed to correct a subluxation in Medicare. In the Trigon Blue Cross case in Virginia, the conflict centers around the insurance company's discriminatory practice of compensating chiropractors 40% less than MDs, and for the same services, with unreasonable caps, and with repeated attempts to prevent referral of patients to doctors of chiropractic. And keep in mind, Blue Cross insures 81 million Americans. In both of these cases, the effects of winning or losing will impact the future of chiropractic for decades. Now, whether you're a new doctor or a seasoned clinician, this is your struggle, and this is my struggle. Whether you practice in the suburbs or in the big city, whether you lecture at a chiropractic college or you're a student, you and I, we are all in this together. Funding these lawsuits is our responsibility. We must level the playing field for our patients and to demand unencumbered access to chiropractic care and fair reimbursement. Now, if you're one of the 7,000 contributors to the National Chiropractic Legal Action Fund, thank you. If you've not yet made your contribution, now's the time to do your part in this heroic and historic battle for simple justice. In George McAndrews, we have the legal counsel who understands the conflict and the strategies that it'll take to meet the challenge successfully. We may never have a greater opportunity for victory. And for all of us in the profession, for the patients today, and for those yet unborn, I urge you, join this noble cause for the future of chiropractic and for the sake of simple justice.
I am Dr. Mike Flynn, and it is my privilege to serve as chairman of the National Chiropractic Legal Action Fund. I hope that Dr. Cleveland's message has given you a better appreciation of the sacrifices our pioneers made so that this profession could survive. Most of all, I hope it kindles a passion in your heart that will inspire you to become a monthly contributor to our Legal Action Fund. Patients deserve greater access to chiropractic care and to be fairly reimbursed. Both of these lawsuits had to be filed, and both of these cases have to be won. If necessary, we will fight all the way to the Supreme Court because they are that important for the future of our profession. We have already achieved significant victories with the HCFA and Blues legal action, but the real test is yet to come as our legal costs escalate with the Blues appeal. And we need your help. We are asking every doctor of chiropractic to contribute $100 a month for as long as it takes to win, but a contribution of any amount would be greatly appreciated. For information on how to contribute, call 1-800-578-1855 or fill out and send in one of the National Chiropractic Legal Action brochures. The address is NCLAF, P.O. Box 75359, Baltimore, Maryland 21275. Thank you. With your help, together we will meet these legal challenges and secure chiropractic's rightful place as among the most respected of healthcare providers. With your help, simple justice for doctors of chiropractic and their patients will prevail.